next week, inshallah. What I'm going to give you now is I'm going to give you a different assignment. So what we did in first year is that I did a new assignment for the first years, and I thought it would be good for you, whether you second year or Dawra year or third year, doesn't matter. I think it will be good for you to do the assignment and also for us to go through it. I find what most students struggle with often is not the individual concepts. What most people students struggle with is how do I see all the individual concepts in the Quran? Like, when all the verses come together, it becomes very difficult in a sense to see all the individual concepts. So what I put together was, I'll open for you now. It's also been sent to you via WhatsApp. Let me just download this quickly. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through it. Then I'm going to just give you some time to work on it, inshallah. So what we have is, where is this now? Okay, are you able to see it?
We can see that.
Okay, so what I've sent you is a Surah Baqarah assignment. So it basically just has 4 verses, and it asks you a number of questions about the 4 verses. For example, I made a mistake with the verse numberings here. I just realized now, but anyway, Alif Lam Mim is the first verse, but the question starts with the second verse, but I called it verse number 1. But anyway, you'll work it out inshallah. So this year, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ is actually verse number 2, but I refer to it as verse number 1. So the first question is in this. So again, the objective of this is to revise some of the basic concepts that even the first years I've done, but it's to revise the concepts within a surah, within applying it to a surah. So the first question I ask here is in this verse here, ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Identify where is the mubtada in the sentence, where is the ismul ishara, where is the 2 harful jars, and where is the 2 ismul majroors, and write that above the word. Second thing I ask you here is what is the news, the khabar, the news of the mubtada. Write that here in this line here in English. In verse number 2, which actually must be verse number 3, الَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِالْغَيْبِ, those who believe in the unseen, وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ, and they establish prayer, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ, and from that which we have spent, we have provided for them, يُنْفِقُونَ, they spend. For each word, identify in this ayah only here, identify whether each word is an ism, a fi'l, or a harf. Okay, and so you just put the I for ism, F for fi'l, or H for harf, put it above the word. And then number 2 is, who is the alladhina here referring to in this text? Next question, number 3, how many actions are attributed to alladhina? How many actions are attributed to them? Next question, identify the fa'il for each verb. And the last one is, what are the grammar labels like fa'il, maf'ul bihi for the underlined words? And then the last verse is, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَىٰ هُدًى مِّن رَبِّهِمْ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. What type of word is ulaika? Is it damir? What type of word is it? What type of word is hum? Number 2. Where would you insert the is or the are in the sentence here? After which word? And what are the grammar labels for the underlined words? And then finally a challenge, a translation challenge. I would like you to take a blank mushaf and study this and be able to translate this directly in the from the Arabic text into English. Okay, so those are going to be the assignment. Are any questions on the assignment? It is homework for next week. Are there any questions about it? I think it's important for you to do it so you again apply your learnings to actual Quranic text And what I find is that the Quran has patterns of expression. And as you learn a pattern of expression, like how the Quran uses alladina, the Quran uses alladina in a certain way, alladina, 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 and once you get those patterns, it unlocks the Quran, like unlocks more doors for you, and it unlocks a series of patterns. So it's important to apply the Nahwu to the Quran to kind of get the pattern that Allah uses many times in the Quran. Any questions about this? Can I ask you to start now for 10 minutes? Is it a yes or no? You're not. Is it, can I ask you for 10 minutes to start today?
Identify the mubtada there.
Okay.
Mubtada ism.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into 4 rooms. So I'm going to take all you 42 at the moment. I'm going to put you 10 in a room. And I'm not going to separate the genders, male and female now, because I've can't do it manually now. So I'm going to put you all in a room. And then in each room, I want you to discuss some of the answers for 10 minutes. And I'll come back and then we'll close the class. So I'm going to put you into 4 rooms. In the room, you can discuss it. And then um, for 10 minutes, and then you come back and we'll close the class, inshallah ta'ala. Um, so when I press create rooms now, just accept it, and then you're going to go into your room for 10 minutes, and you can put on your mic and you can discuss one or two, like the first few questions, and then we'll come back, inshallah. And we'll close the class. Okay, so I'll give you 10 minutes to start your assignment, inshallah.
How do you do that?
So you just accept you see there should be a message now that comes up on your screen, and now you can just join it. Okay, mashallah. Let me see. Are you all back in the room now? Well, those of you are left, alhamdulillah. So how was it to work in the room? Was your group working together? Was everybody quiet?
Absolutely
I
silent.
think, yeah, I think we did
Eh?
okay. I think we did all right.
I see the first room was full of people. But the
It
other
was
three
very
were
good
very
idea,
quiet.
Sheikh. Very good idea. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, it went well. Other rooms?
From
The other rooms didn't work?
Room 4 was absolutely silent.
Okay,
The
okay.
No, the concept is new for everybody, so I can understand. It's a bit
Yes.
scary if you've done it for the first time.
Okay. But do you think it's something that we should continue or what?
You must talk us through it all, Maulana, so that everybody is on the same page.
Okay, inshallah. Just that I think that it's good for students to kind of also like work. It's not good to always just passively listen all the time. So it's good to also just to take part, and it's sometimes difficult to take part if you in a big group. It's sometimes easier in a smaller group. Allah knows best. But anyway, I think we lost half the students.
It was a good idea. It was a good idea.
I see that normally what happens at Mizan in the class is when tutorial time is in the last period, everybody runs home early. So I see even online the same story is happening. Half the students are disappearing when it comes to time for tutorial, mashallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. So I wanted to try that out. But finish the rest for homework and we'll have a discussion about it next week, inshallah. And we'll continue next week, inshallah. May Allah bless and
But
protect
can't you
you.
go over
Family.
this one? Can't you go over this one with us so that we can see we're on the right line or not?
Are there any specific questions? I can maybe just go over one question, maybe. I'm not the answer, but are there questions of clarity? Like you didn't understand
No,
the question or
I was thinking
something?
you would go through the sentence with us, Maulana.
Yeah. So next week, inshallah, we'll go through the whole worksheet.
Okay.
So we do the whole worksheet for homework, and then next week we'll mark it together and discuss the answers together, inshallah. Okay.
Okay. We'll have to remember what we did today next week then. For those of us who did it.
Yes. So inshallah, just do the work. I actually wanted you to actually submit the sheet, but let's just work on it for now, and then we can discuss it next week, inshallah. Barakallah. May Allah bless and protect you and guide us all. Allahu Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum.